If you're watching this video, it's probably safe to assume that you're about sick and tired of the drama happening in the House of Representatives on behalf of the Republican Party. But guess what? You're not alone. Because not only do a majority of Americans as a whole want the drama to come to an end, they want the Republicans to just pick a speaker, move on so you can actually do some work. It's not just a majority of voters, but a new poll shows that a majority of Republicans are sick of Republicans. A majority of Republicans are tired of Republicans. We're, a year and some days away from a massive election, 2024, right? Every House seat up for re-election. More Democrats than Republicans up for election in the Senate, and of course the White House up for grabs. And Republicans are sick of Republicans. An overwhelming 57% of Republican voters want the speaker drama to be over, compared to 34% who are willing to put up with a longer delay in the House choosing its new leader. Republicans tired of Republicans. Now, here's what this means. This does not mean that 57% of Republicans next year are going to vote for Democrats, okay? Let's go ahead and put that thought right out of your head, because that ain't going to happen. But 57% of Republicans are tired of the antics of the Republican Party. A year from now, it's not going to be 57% either. It's going to drop down. You may have only 5% by this time next year. Out of that 5%, you're not going to have all of them switch from voting Republican to Democrat. That's unthinkable. But you may end up with about 2% of that who say, I'm sick and tired of this. I'm not going to bring myself to vote for a Democrat, but I don't want to vote for these same idiots, so I'm just not gonna. I'm not going to vote. And that's the risk the Republicans are running right now, is turning voters off from the voting process. And you may think, okay, but yeah, fair, you're dealing with like 1%, maybe 2% of voters in some areas. That's enough to swing an election. Look back at the 2020 election. In the state of Georgia alone, was it 11,000 votes? Flip that state from Trump to Biden, 11,000? I mean, you can go back to the 2000 election down here in Florida, where it was a matter of a couple hundred votes. I mean, Lauren Boebert won re-election by fewer than 600 votes. 1%, 2% of Republican voters staying home, depending on the areas where they're staying home, that can 100% swing an election. Presidential election, a House election, a Senate election, doesn't matter. And Republicans are turning off their voters in droves right now. And if they pick the wrong speaker, then this anger, this dysfunction is going to continue. And that is the real threat that the Republican Party faces. Not to mention, of course, all of this that's happening right now will be rehashed in campaign ads across the country next year. So Republicans are screwing themselves over. Every day they carry this on, and right now there's no end in sight, but every day they carry this on, they are hurting their chances for 2024. And I gotta tell you, I couldn't be happier about it. Ring of Fire has fresh content 7 days a week, so if you want to be reminded about it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell to be notified every time a new video goes up.